Have you ever been scammed? Have you ever talked to a team, agent, or coach and they told you, hey, just pay this right here and I'll get you signed? Well, in this episode of Keys to the Game, we're going to be going over the things you need to not get scammed. Welcome back, guys, to another edition of Keys to the Game. I am your host, Arnold Lewis of the Arnold Thoughts Podcast, and this is Keys to the Game, where I give you guys all the keys necessary that you need to make it as an overseas basketball player. Now, if this is your first time, please do me a huge favor and hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get straight into it. If you've been scammed before, don't worry, it has happened to all of us. You have to understand that this is a very cutthroat game. Are you interested in playing overseas basketball one day? I wish someone would have told me 1 year after college I would receive my first pro gig. I wish someone would have told me that having an agent does not guarantee that you will get hired. I wish someone would have told me being cut from a team, because after 10 years in this game, everyone gets cut from a team. Now, after traveling from over 17 different countries and winning up to 7 championships in my pro career, I've put together the 6 most important traits any player needs before starting their career. So go ahead and grab that ebook and get all the information you need today to start your career. Now you can't say no one didn't let you know. So go ahead, grab that ebook and get started so you can become the pro one day. Let's go. Trying to tap into the overseas basketball market is so cutthroat because there's so many people out there who's trying to just they're trying to profit off of your dreams and your hopes, and they know that you want to play so bad that they're willing to do anything. You're willing to do anything in order to make that happen for you. And a lot of times people can sense that, they can smell that, and they're going to do what scammers do. They're going to take advantage of you. In my DMs, a lot of times when guys reach out to me, I hear this all the time. They're trying to go and sign an agent or somebody. It's amazing how some people can articulate their message and you fall for it because they just make it sound so good. No one is above getting scammed, and almost 90% of people almost get scammed in some. Almost 100% of the time, somewhere in their life, you're going to get scammed. In this game, you're going to get scammed if you do not understand what it takes. If you do not understand what to look for, then your chances of getting scammed again is very high. Now, before I get started, I tell a quick little story about my time of getting scammed, and just to let you know that you're not above. Like, I'm not above anything. I've been scammed myself. That's why I'm able to sit here and tell you about the things that get you scammed. I remember my very first year coming out of college, things didn't go well, and then someone told me, hey, go to this camp. Go to this camp. Have you ever been to a camp? Has someone ever told you, hey, go pay your money for this camp? You pay your $500 or whatever it is you pay, and then you get there, and it says pickup. This is a bunch of guys playing. You're basically playing pickup. You go there, you pay your money, and then everybody's like, yeah, you want a chance to make it overseas. And then you get there, and it's like, how are you being able to make it overseas? They always say the same thing. We got cameras in here. There's going to be over 30 countries watching you. Watch out for those. I've went to one or two. You go to one and you're gonna understand from the first hand, like, wow, this is not what it is. Like, how am I able to even get seen? How am I able to show what I can do with 150 people just playing to 10-minute or 6-minute quarters, three quarters, 4 quarters? How am I able to show what I can do to be able to even get seen? It's a dirty game. But that's the game. You have to understand that literally that's the game. They're just trying to get your money because you want to play so bad. You want to go overseas, so you're willing to do whatever it takes. But really, they're just cashing in on you. I remember I went to the camp, paid my money, By the grace of God, we won the tournament. Now, for me, the lucky thing about it, I suppose, was the coach that was my coach in the tournament was also a coach going overseas, and he was running the camp. A lot of these guys run the camps. They might be a professional coach or something, but they're running it because they're making some extra money before they even go anywhere. And they're just running game because they already know I'm not taking none of these guys with me. So how are you able to fight and battle and play against or show what you can do up against 400 or 200 people in an hour's time, a half a day? How? I go with the coach, not even 2 weeks with the coach, I get cut. Not only do I get cut, they take my salary, they cut it in half, and then they cut it in half again. You want to talk about getting scammed? The next situation, since I got cut and scammed out of that situation, I go to another situation 2 weeks later. Guess with who? Another guy that ran the camp. He was working with that guy. I didn't find out till later. They was in cahoots. They was working together. So he put on a whole nother tour. Hey, you want to put on this tour? You could pay $1,500. I'm gonna make sure you stay in 5-star hotels. The way that you can play, you're so good, and I guarantee you're guaranteed to get signed. They pay about $8,000 to $12,000 a month. The type of person as good as you are, you're gonna get signed and guaranteed. You're gonna get start your career. All this, we get there. We're staying in about a 2-star hotel. We got a couple of old ladies cooking us food every single day. Some days it's extra cold because nobody's there. They ain't got no microwave. We got to eat cold food. We got to stay in some bummy hotel. Nobody gets signed from the tour. So you're looking at 10, 12 people paying $1,500 for a week and a half trip and nobody getting signed. Nobody getting a gig. Watch out for these scams. Watch out for these tours. One guy reached out to me and said that he went online and he put in his information and he paid. Listen, I have never went online, filled out an application to play overseas basketball. There's no fee you have to pay. There is no visa situation that you have to pay up front. If they're saying that you have to pay for your visa up front, that is a lie. Don't ever let some agent or somebody tell you that you have to pay for your visa up front. You do not have to pay for no visa up front. The only time I ever pay for a visa up front is when I pay for my own visa, a visitor visa to go to China. And I wanted to go there. So that was my own dime that I paid a visa. If an agent is telling you that you need to pay for your visa in order to play, or you need to get with a team or to be able to come to, that is a scam, first and foremost. So if any agent is telling you to fill out some type of application and you got to pay to mail something, or that is a scam. Don't do that. I had another athlete. We had a Q&A and I was speaking with him and I was trying to get him prepared. And this guy had great potential of playing. He had a great potential of playing. So he wanted to reach out and ask, what can I do in order to be able to play? What can I do to be able to get signed? And he was like, he reached out, an agent reached out to him and told him to pay something. It was like $400, $500. And he paid it. What's sad about that story is he actually had older siblings that was professional players, or cousins or siblings that were professional players that's been playing in this game. And guess what they told him? Do not pay anything that is a scam. What does he do? Still pays it. What did it turn out to be? A scam. Guys, listen, I understand. You want to play the game. I understand. You want to make a change. You want to play the game. You want to hurry up and get out there. But that's not how this game works. They're going to take you for your money, and then you're going to figure, now you got that, I don't even want to reach out to nobody like that because you've already been burnt. When you get burnt early, you don't want to continuously getting burnt. So when you get burnt early, you're more hesitant. You're more like, I don't know if I really want to if I want to trust this situation. Or you have to get, understanding that you need to find you a mentor. If you want to play this game, the first way to not get scammed, get burnt, is you must find a mentor. Find you somebody that's been in this game, that really knows this game, and listen to what they say. Because there's so many aspects to the games that you just don't know, and that you're going to get burnt on and get scammed on. Because there's so many people preying on the hopes and dreams of players who just want the chance to live out their career. I understand. I've been that person. I've got burnt. I understand. We be so thirsty to be able to want to get there and see what the life is like. But understand, you need a mentor. As I put in my book, I have my book in the link. It's in the descriptions. You guys can check it out if you want. And I just break down basically, guys, this is what you need in order to start your career as a pro. Everybody wants to know which agent do I go to, or which team, or what. Listen, first you got to understand that you have to become the person first in order to be able to play the game. How do you become the person to become an overseas basketball player? There's certain skills and traits that you must have. Traits are the things that you have inside, the type of person you are, the type of individual skills that you have as a person. Not only the individual skills you have on the court. You might be able to shoot it lights out. You might be able to jump and dunk on two people. But if you can't talk to your teammates, or you can't be a nice person communicating to your teammates, or you don't have a mentor to tell you, hey, don't pay this agent this certain fee that he's talking about, because that's a scam, and now you just hurt your pockets. Or now you're in a tough situation where an agent who says, I can get you on. There are some people that will fly you out to certain places and they'll never pick up the phone, and then you're stuck in another country with no flight home, no money, not being able to get back. Like, you've never understood being stuck in another country with no one being able to come and get you, until you're stuck in another country and no one's able to come and get you. Because you have no Wi-Fi, because you have no service, because you have no way of getting back to an airport, because you're in some buck town in the middle of nowhere and nobody knows where you're at. All because you're so thirsty to get to the game, or you're so thirsty to be a pro. You have to understand there's certain traits that you must have and develop. And I am guilty of being one of those persons that did not develop these traits that I talk about in this book. That's why after 10 years later, I was finally able to sit down and write these traits that are necessary, because I've experienced it, and they don't go away. And the faster you develop them, and the faster you start working on them, you'll start to see things start happening around you. It's kind of funny how once you start to develop the traits that are necessary to become a pro, how the opportunities open up. You start seeing things that are not been there before, and you start seeing things that allow you to get closer to your dream. It allows you not to get scammed. Why? Because you actually took the advice of your mentor. Mentors are a hack to life. It's not about going and trying to find your own lane. It's go find the lane of someone that was successful and do everything you can to try to reach out to as much successful people in the career that you want, and asking them to show you what you need to be able to be successful on the next level. That's what you must understand. That's the game. That's the hack. That's the hack to it all. But what is your plan? Do you even have a plan? These are some of the things that will stop you from getting scammed, stop you from losing your money. And sometimes guys get scammed and just from the jump that they lose their fire for the game. You want to avoid these situations as much as possible. Do not be giving just anything that people are telling you. Watch out for these camps. Watch out for these tours. Watch out for, man, these people saying, fill out this application. We're going to take you on this tour and you stay with this club for a month and you're going to get a chance to. Those are scams, bro. That is a scam. Listen, that's all I got for this segment of Keys to the Game. I had to really touch on this scamming business, because that's one of the things that guys reach out to me the most, is how do I get on, because I was scammed before. Now they want to reach out because they have already been burnt. And I'll see a guy that looks like he knows, or he might know what he's talking about. How do I avoid this now? Well, you must have the traits, develop the traits to see things, and develop the traits to understand what you need to be successful. The reason I come on this platform and talk about the things that I talk about is so I can help out as much people that I can at one time. So you understand, hey, do this so you don't get burnt. Because if you don't, you will get burnt. And then you're not going to have any career. And that's not what we're here for. I want as much guys to be able to make it as a pro, as much guys to live the life that they seek. But there is a level of understanding that you must get first. There's a level of understanding that you must get first. And a lot of times you're not going to get that because there aren't too many people out here talking about it. There aren't too many people out here going over what exactly you need to be a pro. So I hope this video helps you. I hope you guys, please don't not get scammed out here. Please look for the right guidance. Find a mentor. Find someone that you know. Like I said, I wrote a book just to help you guys to how to even reach out to someone who may be able to help you. I break all that down. Just like I said, man, I've been in this game for 10 years, still going strong, and there just was not no mentor or someone who I could just pop on and see what bro talking about today on. I wonder if they're talking about scams today. I wonder if they're talking about how to avoid this. This is how you avoid it. That's all I got for this segment of Keys to the Game. Remember, greatness is a habit, not a right. That's all I have. Until next time. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.